Hey, this is Onion with Final Fantasy XIV Online. We're going through the Dark Knight story quest. Now we're at the 60 to 70, and we're doing everything text to speech. So all quests will have the text read out to us. This is because of dyslexia and really bad eyesight. It lets me enjoy the game. I did these quests maybe 8 to 10 years ago, and still I never went back through. So I'm learning so much more by going through the quests and actually paying attention. Being able to enjoy the game as intended. Thanks for joining. I hope you're getting something out of this as well. Thanks. Getting started now.
Ah, Onion. Fellow master of the dark arts. And yet that is but one of the many faces you wear. Slayer of gods. Rider of dragons. Savior of Ishgard. A hero by any measure who stood against Neathawk on the steps of faith when others fled. A hero who walks in light and fights for great causes, and a knight who walks in darkness and fights for the forgotten. A contradiction, some might say. Rubbish, I say, but you tell me. Do you yet walk the path? I was not aware that they were mutually exclusive, but you would know better than any. Go well, friend. I thought not. Then let us speak as comrades. Ishgard has seen much change in recent days, and many proclaim it to be the dawning of a new era of peace and prosperity. An enlightened age, yet as we both know, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadows. As dark knights, we must remain vigilant for injustice, and be ever ready to defend the weak and downtrodden. Now more than ever. It has been a while since we patrolled the streets of our fair city, felt the cobbles beneath our boots and so forth. A tour from the top might be in order. Why don't we start at the last vigil? As you look on Fortemp's manor, you but reflect upon your time in Ishgard. The comrades with whom you travelled, and those lost along the way. Whom you seem distracted. Ah, right. You were a ward of House Fortemps. No, I suppose not. Ha! Damnedest thing, but I swear I heard something in your pack break. Bloody hells, is that your soul crystal? What happened to the other half? Forgive me. It seems I am the one responsible. I do not know you, boy. Name yourself?
Mist, my lord.
How I'm no lord, and you're no mist. Don't think I wouldn't know a bastard of the broom by sight.
I have a power. A power which I can use to help those in need. Alas, this power requires a tremendous quantity of ether. I thought to draw on natural sources nearby, but in so doing, I stole a portion of that contained within your crystal. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. I will return it to you, I promise, but I must first ask that you allow me to use a portion.
Mist, was it? Who do you want to help?
Anyone. Everyone. Look around you. Is not this world filled with sadness and despair? If I can free but a single person from their burdens.
He means well enough. Why don't we help him find someone in need and give him a chance to use his power?
Oh, bloody brilliant. Let's believe the mysterious boy with the mysterious power who mysteriously stole a portion of Onion's soul crystal. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it's your crystal, Onion. Either we deal with the boy here and now, or we go along with his plan. And since you're not reaching for your sword, I gather it's the latter. Congratulations, boy. You get your wish. We're not like to find any poor unfortunate souls here, so I suggest we head to Foundation. And if we find no one suitable there, you are to return what you stole at once. Understood?
Yes, my lord. Thank you for placing your trust in me.
You have my assurances that the remaining funds will be delivered soon. Surely that is enough to convince you to resume work?
I've got a score of clients clamoring for me services, clients willing to pay in full, in advance. I'd be a fool to put you ahead of them.
I understand that, I do, but it has been an eternity since we first brokered this arrangement. And many of the clients of whom you speak have come to you but recently. I know this to be true.
It's one thing to aid the Scholasticate, milady, but you've got to understand me position here. Bloody politics, it is. No man lifts a chisel till we're paid in full. I'm sorry, but that's the way it's got to be. A blessed morrow to you.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I did not notice you standing there. As you may have overheard, I am funding the restoration of the statue of Saint Valorant. And, as you may have guessed, it is not going well, on account of my insufficient funds and my family's growing infamy. My cousin was, Sir Ignace de Vesnaint of the Heavens Ward. He served the Archbishop faithfully, together with his sworn brothers. Great, goodly men who were complicit in terrible crimes, if Sir Americ and this warrior of light are to be believed. Ignace was distraught when he learned the statue had been destroyed by the Dravanians. He took it upon himself to champion its restoration, but because of these tales, others are reluctant to involve themselves. I do not know nor care if Sir Americ speaks the truth. Ignace was my cousin and a man of the Fury, and I will honor him by completing his legacy, or so I once believed. Perhaps it is indeed beyond me.
We found someone, didn't we? I knew it. I knew we would. I can help her. Yes, I will make it right. I have the power. Come. Let us not keep this poor woman waiting.
Is this child a friend of yours? The way he stares at me is somewhat.
Do you wish to see your cousin again?
Well, yes, I would love to see Ignace again. More than anything. But I know I will not. He walks in Hallone's halls, I am certain.
Think of him. Think of his face, of his smile, of his laugh. Remember every moment you shared, every memory, and hold that image of him in your mind's eye. And then go to a quiet place you shared where no one will come. Wait for me there.
I really don't understand what this is all about, but, since you seem so earnest, I will trust in you and do as you ask. There is a garden to the south of the tribunal of which we were both fond. I pray you will explain all to me when this is finished.
Go with her. I will go to Sidurgu and Riel and bring them with me. Then you will all understand what I can do, and why you must help. That's a promise.
Ah, your friend has arrived. He has brought companions, I see. No. It cannot be. Ignace. Is it really you? Oh, praise Hallone. You're alive. You're alive.
My dear cousin, how it warms my heart to see you in good health. I pray you will forgive me for my lengthy absence.
Don't be foolish. There is only joy to see you returned. Come, we must go to your father and mother at once. How they will weep at the sight of you.
I cannot. Better for them to mourn me as the son who gave his life in service to his archbishop and his home. I have heard that you yet labor to see the statue of Saint Valorant restored. Know that I am grateful beyond measure.
I am undeserving of your praise, cousin. For all my efforts, the statue remains a shattered ruin. But seeing you here, so full of light and life, fills me with renewed conviction. I will see it through, I swear to you. And, if you have indeed done the things they say, then perhaps it will earn you a measure of forgiveness.
I love you, cousin. Now and ever after. Look after my parents, and yourself.
I don't know how you did it, but thank you for bringing him back to me. But you must know he is not safe here. I pray you help him to flee the city.
She's right. Ishgard is no place for a man of the Heavens Ward. We will sneak him out of the city. The fewer the better. Meet us at Falcon's Nest after. We have much to discuss.
For fear of being seen by the sentries, I bade the others go on ahead. We should hurry. The further they take Ignace from Millie, the weaker he will become. I pray we are not too late. Forgive me. Forgive me. I should have known the magic would not sustain itself much longer. That which you see before you is Ignace. What remains of him? I can give the memories form. I can breathe them full of life and return them to their loved ones. But as the memory fades, so too does the magic. Ether, formless and free. That which I took I used to make Ignace, and Millie, whole. Draw your sword. Reclaim that which was lost. Consume the abyss with Soul Eater.
In the depths of the abyss, a flame lingers. It is finished. Good. I've had enough of this farce. Conjuring a simulacrum of a bloody knight of the heavens ward in the middle of Ishgard. Fury take me, you are a fool. We're lucky to be alive. Your soul crystal is restored, then. Or not? We had an agreement, boy. You were to return that which you stole.
Forgive me, forgive me. I return to you that which was used to give Ignace life, but as for the remainder, 4 more times. It is within my power to do this 4 more times. 4 more times, and you shall be made whole. You have my word.
For a boy with such an incredible power, you are remarkably helpless. Not only did you rob Onion of her ether, you imposed upon her to find your people in need. You want to do good. You want to be a hero. You want to help people. Then why weren't you better prepared?
I will never be a hero. I only wanted to help. It is not death itself we fear, but the unfinished story. The promise of what could have been. It is enough to break a heart, and a woman. The shattered pieces of a life will never come together again. But, if a glimpse of their loved ones grants them the peace they deserve, then I must.
It is your decision, Onion. You are the victim.
Then you will continue to accompany me? That is a relief.
We're not going anywhere, Mist. Even Sid. He may look and act like a chocobo's ass, but he means well.
Fine, fine. I'm only trying to put the fear of the gods into the little shite, but by all means, go ahead and undermine my authority. Anyway, I'd rather not freeze to death out here in the snow. Let's return to Falcon's Nest and discuss what to do next. Just what I needed. Another child to look after. Am I a Dark Knight or a nursemaid? Even I don't know anymore. But times, they are ever changing, and perhaps we Dark Knights must change with them. Long-held truths are become lies, and villains heroes, though I should be glad if I never have to deal with another hero again. No offense, of course. But you are the exception that proves the rule. The righteous are all too uncompromising, and woe betide the man who offends their delicate sensibilities. If anything, I say you are too accommodating, but it is your ether and soul crystal at stake. 4 times, he swears, but we shall hold him to it? Together. In the meantime, you may as well get some rest or attend to other matters. These two can keep themselves company. Maybe I'll find somewhere to take a nap, or a tavern to have a drink. The next Dark Knight quest will be available from Sijigu upon reaching level 63. The requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. Oh, thank the gods, an adult. Riel has been spending a lot of time with Mist, keeping him company and getting to know him and so forth. Not that there's much to know. He won't talk about his home or his past. Doesn't seem to have any interests or skills beyond conjuring elaborate illusions derived from memories. I've no idea how he does it, either, and, more importantly, I'm not even sure how we could take back the ether he stole. We may have no choice but to agree to his terms. Unless you're content to carry half a soul crystal.
I can hear you whispering, you know. Mist means well, and Onion and I are willing to help him. Why aren't you?
I didn't say I wasn't willing. I'm still here, aren't I? Right, then. We've found no one suitable for the boy's needs here. Rather than return to Ishgard, I say we try somewhere new. Let's head to Tailfeather.
Life here is not easy, but it is fulfilling all the same. That said, the hunters had no personal tales of profound tragedy to share. They did, however, tell me of an outsider recently brought here from Falcon's Nest. A prisoner, actually. A woman named Lodi. She's to atone for her crimes through hard labor, but the proctor has been zealous. He berates her constantly, and every day she bears fresh bruises.
Ah, Ishgardian justice. I know it well. If this woman is performing various chores for the hunters, then it should not be hard to find her. Come, let us look around.
This is the place, isn't it?
Insolent child. You are not to speak unless spoken to. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Pray forgive me my impudence.
Do not play me for a fool. Your sins are beyond forgiveness. Ser Emeric and his noble brethren may think you worthy of mercy, but I have seen your kind before. A swift death is more than you deserve.
Humph. A swift death is more than that bastard deserves. I can't imagine what she did to deserve that kind of treatment. You know her, Onion? 7 hells, she's the one that led the protest at Falcon's Nest. The one that nearly put an end to the peace conference. And she poisoned you. Well, that explains a lot, though if you of all people can find it in your heart to forgive her, or at least forsake bloody revenge, then it's hard to look at this and call it justice.
Her crimes were born of desperation and despair for the husband she lost. Perhaps if the two of them were to meet again.
Don't be foolish. She knows he's dead. You'll only cause her pain.
Pain is all that is left to her, don't you see? How they cry in the dark, how they mourn their dead. How it festers and spreads and corrupts them thoroughly. We have seen it, we have made it.
Fine, fine. Do what you will. Conjure her husband. But do not come crying to me when she curses you for your kindness. I'll not give the hunters cause to turn their bows on us either. Riel, take Mist into the woods and hide. Onion and I will free the girl. Rather, I will free the girl. She would know you at once, and might misunderstand your intentions. We cannot risk the commotion. As for your part, no one is truly outside Harlone's grace, don't you think? Confront the proctor. Make him see the error of his ways. If he is a good man, then he may yet repent of his wicked ways. If he refuses, then that is his choice to make, and he will have to accept the consequences of his actions. Doubly so if he bears steel, yes.
Bah! The very sight of you fills me with murderous rage. See to your duties. I must needs cleanse myself of these impure thoughts through communion with nature. Perhaps a spot of fishing is in order.
Now's our chance.
Who are you? Why do you disturb me? A concerned adventurer who objects to my treatment of a criminal? Ha! If only you knew her sins. She should have been thrown into witch drop. Alas, the Lord Speaker in his boundless wisdom and mercy demanded that we spare the woman's life. But rest assured I will see that her every waking moment is filled with misery and scorn. You presume to judge me? A man of the church? I will not be cowed by your threats. The Fury guide and protect me. The Fury guide and protect me.
Look! We have brought them together. We have made her whole. How she smiles, how her eyes sparkle. How beautiful, this happiness.
Every night I dream of your face. I could have tried to stop you from going back to the front. Could have begged and screamed and cursed. But I didn't. Because I knew you'd listen. And even if you'd forgive me for it one day, I never would. The arrow may have missed my heart, but I've been dead for a long time. All of this is just waiting. That's what I'd tell you, Stace, if I could. And then, you'd say.
You can't stay stuck in that moment, Loudy. You've got to go on. You've got to forgive yourself. You've got to let me go.
But I won't. I won't. If I do, who'll be left to remember the man you were? The soldier? The husband? I'm the only one who knows, and it's my duty to hold on to that as long as I can. That's what I'd tell him if he were here, but he's not. He'll never come home to me. So please, put an end to this, whatever this witchcraft is. Onion full play. Was this all you're doing?
No, it was mine. Forgive me. I thought that. I wanted only two. I was wrong. I see that now. You have every right to be upset.
It's all right, boy. It is. I appreciate your kindness, even if it was misguided. You too, Onion. I blamed you for a lot of things. Hated you so much, because, I don't know. Because you came back, and Stace didn't, maybe. Because you weren't him. They say the war's over now, but it never ends for people like you, does it? Maybe, maybe not. But that's up to us, isn't it? Whether we carry it or don't. And something tells me you've not finished with it yet. I know what you are. I heard the stories as a child. Of the ones with neither shield nor sigil. Champions of the weak and the helpless, undeterred by the law of man or God. I couldn't stop you any more than I could have stopped Stace from walking out the door that day. So, fight, damn you. Fight, if that's what you want. Just don't squander the time in between. There's never enough. Right. I suppose I owe it to him to try and make the most of what I've got left too. So I will. Take care, and thank you.
She's gone. Reclaim your ether, Onion? As the ether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper.
Forgive me, forgive me. In the end, I could not make her whole. So much pain, so much loss, how it fills my heart and overflows. Maybe it is indeed beyond us, maybe it is not in our nature.
You've still got 3 more chances, don't you? There's no need to be so bloody melodramatic. At least not out here. We should go back to Tailfeather.
Your words did more for her than my illusion. She is still a good person. And so are you. I pray you both remember.
On to the next, I would say, but Mist looks to be in no state to continue. Which means we'll be staying here for a time. Taking in the fresh country air, me and my little ones. For what it's worth, I think that woman is better for what we did. Or at least as good as anyone can be after what she's been through. Onion. I imagine you'd like to get back to it, and so would I. Unfortunately, Mist remains inconsolable. His failure with Lodi, such as it was, weighs on his mind. He's afraid of repeating the same mistake with others. And so, for lack of a better idea, I'm thinking it's time to pay another visit to those furry little shites in the churning mists.
What? But why? I can't imagine Mist helping a Moogle.
My master used to take me to places like Moorcombe when the city became too much. The fresh air, the quiet, the isolation. And yes, I have not forgotten how the Moogles helped Riel and me when we were moody and brooding. Though I would argue that we reconciled in spite of their intervention, not because of it.
Whatever you say, Sid. Whatever you say.
Don't worry. I haven't given up yet. How could I? You wouldn't.
Right, then. Water under the bridge. No need for bombs to be torn from heads and shoved down throats. Yet. Our Mist is taking in the sights, I believe. Why don't you join him?
The wind in your hair, the sun on your face. Here you can immerse yourself in the beauty and the calm, and forget the horrors. Almost. How far we have come, you and I. The others, they hesitate, but you understand the obligation. The duty. The need for atonement. We have lost, so much. So many friends and loved ones. So many moments. We thought we could keep and preserve them, but we are left with anguish in the end. Time strips us of even this bitter remainder, if we let it. But I cannot. This pain, this sadness, it is mine to bear. Mine alone. This I understand now. Their grief will be mine, and in return I will give them peace. But who and when and where, that is the question. Even we have our limits. Who did I lose? Everyone. No one. We have always been apart, have we not? Perhaps one day you will understand, and then you will share my loathing and contempt. Oh. Forgive me, I have been away from the others too long. Sid will be worried. We must return to them at once.
There you are. I trust Mist has had ample time to reflect upon his mistake.
I have. I am ready to resume my search for those I might help with my power. Difficult though it may be, I do not intend to give up.
Glad to hear it. In that case, there's no need to remain here any longer. I say we leave this accursed place and never return.
Don't be silly, Sid. I say we show Mist more of the churning mists. We did come all this way, you know. Come on, there's a place I'd like to show you.
Now wait just a goddamned moment. You can't go running off on your own like that. You'll get eaten by a three-headed goob. Riel. Bugger me with a bleeding. Come on, they cannot have gone far. Watch out for belligerent Dravanians and mischievous Muggles. Don't give me that look. If the little bastards didn't want their heads caved in, they shouldn't have tried to sneak up on me. Besides, they're still alive. You ought to give me credit for holding back. Anyway, I lost sight of the children. I'm not sure which way they went. I'll head north and circle back towards Asar. You head straightways there.
You should have seen the look on Sid's face when the Mughals started singing and dancing. He was utterly speechless.
Why were the Mughals singing and dancing again?
It was stupid, really, but I guess you could say that Sid had become obsessed with trying to live up to his master's example.
And for all the wrong reasons.
He lost his family when he was younger than me.
So Ompain took care of him, and Frey, but then they died too. So it's just the two of us now. He was angry and short-sighted, but now, well, he's still both those things, but not as much as before. So that's progress, I suppose.
Sid's master was very dear to him, wasn't he?
Oh, thank the gods. You shouldn't have run off like that.
Do you wish to see him again? Your master?
Ha! Where is this coming from? What has Riel been telling you? I mean, there is much I wish I could have asked him before he passed, but... Wait, no. Don't you dare, you little shite. Oh Sid. Charming as ever, I see. Master.
And this must be Frey's successor. A worthy one, I have no doubt. My name is Ompain, and it is an honor and a pleasure to meet you, Onion. You did well to come so far on your own before meeting Sid. And together, you have both grown so much, in mind and body and soul. As Dark Knights, and as true heroes. There was a time when I was hailed as a hero too. For deeds meritorious in the defense of Ishgard and in the name of the Fury. A brave and true Temple Knight, I was. Slayer of countless Dravanians. A commander beloved of and respected by his men. They would follow me into the seventh hell. And indeed, that is where I led them. Time and time again. They would fall, and I would earn the accolades. And then they would give me more green boys with dreams of glory. Green boys with red blood, spilled on white snow. Again and again and again. And then, one day, I couldn't remember the first one's face. I had forgotten the face of the first boy who gave his life for me. That was the day I left the Temple Knights.
I know that tale by heart, but not the tale of what came after. Why a goodly man with titles and wealth, a man who could have lived out his days in quiet comfort, why that man chose instead to walk the path, and to once more accept 2 children into his care.
You asked me that very question long ago, and I told you that one day you would understand, when you were older and wiser and stronger. Shall we put you to the proof, Sid, and see if today is that day?
You always were fond of your tests.
Now, don't be cross. You've only yourself to blame. These are your memories, remember? But of course you do. The point is, deep down, you wanted this. And while there's no substitute for the genuine article, you could do a lot worse. So do me this honor, all of you. One last dance with the dead. Show me the man you have become, Sid Urgu of the Obsidian Heart. Hold nothing back, you three. Show me your all. You heard the man, Onion. With me. Is that the best you can do? Maybe this will help. They're going after Riel. Help her, Onion. You swore an oath, Sid, did you not? What will happen if you fail to uphold it? I can't break free. Save Riel, Onion. Death awaits those who walk this path alone, Sid. Am I so weak? Ugh. You never were one to hold back. Sid. Ugh. You never were one to hold back.
Sid. Sid. Are you alright? Hold on.
We're still here, old man. What else have you got? Never take your eyes off your charge, Sid. Remember. Goddamn it, not again. Onion, help Riel. If it wasn't for Onion, you'd be dead by now. God. He's right. That's one more I owe you. Well done, you too. You have exceeded all expectation. Consider this your reward. You thrice damned son of a, Grab.
Sid. Speak to me. Sid.
Magnificent, Onion. Frey would be proud. Well done, Onion. Well done indeed. Frey would be proud to know that you carry on his legacy, and mine. And Sid, my boy. My beloved boy. You nearly had me.
Oh, spare me your sympathy, you bloody shade. I lost, and that's the end of it.
You kept Riel and Onion out of harm's way, Sid. You did well. Learn to shut up and take the compliment. You asked me once why I chose to walk the path. Why I chose to look after you and Frey, even though, deep down, you already know. But, since I lost, I owe you the answer from my lips. I was angry. Angry with the Temple Knights, angry with myself, angry with this twisted world where good men die for nothing. I was seeking justice for my boys, and forgiveness for my sins. I saved lives and punished the wicked, and for a time, that was enough. But nothing lasts forever, does it? And a man ought to have a legacy. I failed my boys as a Temple Knight, but you too were my second chance. I would teach you everything I knew, everything I learned from my mistakes so you wouldn't have to make them. I would send you out into the world to do great things and maybe, it would all balance out. Well, that's all I have to say about that. You know what comes next, don't you? Though I suppose I ought to give you a word of advice before I disappear in a puff of smoke. I am your predecessor's master, after all. People like us will never know peace. Every moment brings us closer to death, those of our enemies, our loved ones, and yes, our very own. The fear of death is what keeps most men alive. That dread, that desperation to escape the inevitable, if only for a little longer. But we are not like most men. We have seen what awaits us beyond the abyss. We have tasted that despair, bathed in that oblivion. We have wept rivers for our dead and cursed the gods for their cruelty. That is our sword and our strength, and that is why you may one day stand above us all. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Take care, Sid. Be nicer to the girl. And try to be less of a chocobo czars.
Oh, for the love of. As the ether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. Good, good. Glad to see it all worked out in the end. As for you, Mist, I distinctly recall telling you not to do that.
Forgive me, had I known it would come to violence, I.
Don't you dare start pouting. I'm annoyed, and sore all over, but it's nothing that won't heal with time. All I ask is that you promise not to do it again without warning and consent. Memories can be powerful and painful, in more ways than one. That said, he was right. I've only myself to blame. If I thought I could defeat him, I would've. But I didn't think I had a chance, and so I didn't. Uck.
His injuries are worse than I thought. We should hurry back to Moorcombe.
For a moment I was certain he would fly into a fury. Could it be that he is grateful for the experience after all? Then it was not in vain. Tired and broken though he may be, he is nevertheless better for the pain, and in time, we too may be. There is still hope. Redemption is not beyond us.
Uck, I'm afraid Riel is right. I'm going to need some time to recover. I'm not fit to travel in my condition. Which means, oh, God's help me, I'm going to have to stay with these furry little shites even longer. 2 more times, was it? 2 more times and we'll be finished with this boys' crusade. Not soon enough. Onion, be a dear and punch a Moogle for me, would you?
As you can see, Sid has yet to fully recover from his bout with Ser Onpain, and there is no telling how much more time he will require. But my quest will brook no delay. If we must seek out another soul in need of succor without their assistance, then so be it. Do you agree? Then we are of one mind. Now then, where shall we begin our search? War is perhaps the greatest source of man's misery. So much death and destruction. A battlefield, perhaps. Yes. This slaughter you bore witness to at Castrum Oriens is precisely that of which I speak. A tragedy which tore apart the lives of every man and woman it touched. My mind is made up. That is where we must go.
If I had it my way, I'd not let you out of my sight. But, again, it's your soul crystal at stake. I'm only here to help you reclaim your ether. If you think you can look after him by yourself, then by all means. As for me, I think I've finally regained enough strength to make the journey back to Ishgard. When you've finished in Gear Aubigny, come and find us at the Forgotten Night.
Castrum Oriens. How it buzzes with life. So many brave soldiers, resolved to do their duty no matter the cost. But I have no doubt there will be a cost, and it will be most high, for no man is beyond the reach of fate. Death will not be denied. This place, it weighs on me. Anywhere but here I would search.
Come to share the fire? I would stand to greet you, stranger, but my legs, my eyes, the whole of me is not what it once was. Onion, I know that name, and that voice. By Rauger, you're still alive. Praise him, praise him.
Who is this man on the verge of death? Is he your friend?
Nay, though I am flattered that you would think so. This woman made medicine for me long ago, at the behest of Captain Meffred, when we were still in Quarry Mill. If I'd kept it all for myself, I'd have made a full recovery, but I couldn't. I had a dear friend, you see, and so I made a choice. He got better. I didn't. Ended up working for the Griffin, he did. As a right-hand man, even. But like all the rest who went to the wall, he never came back. The irony of it, that I'd be the one to outlive them all, if only for a little while, and so I sit here and await the reckoning, as I rot from the inside out. The husk of the freedom fighter I aspired to be.
No. This is not the ending you deserve. I will not allow it. The man he spoke of, the one whose life he chose to save at the cost of his own. That man is proof of his nobility. If he were here. Do you wish to see him again? Your dear friend?
Hudart? Aye, more than anything. But there's no point in praying for the impossible. He died with the rest. I'm sure of it. He was the Griffin's double, and one of his top commanders besides. You're a kind boy, you are, and I'm grateful for the company in these twilight hours. But there's no need to trouble yourself further. My time is nearly spent. Then spend the remainder thinking of better days, Galleon, and not dwelling on the deaths of me and mine. God strike me down. Hudart? No, it can't be. This is not more than a trick, an illusion. A lie. But, even if it is a lie, Hear me, Hudart. I've a favor to ask of you. One final favor for a dying fool. Return to the Reach. To Bloodstorm. Offer a prayer to our brothers there. I will, Galleon. You have my word. We should talk. Outside. To Mefford and Galleon, you were larger than life. I always wanted to meet you, and here we are. Though I reckon this doesn't really count, does it? If only I could go back and tell myself what a blind, bloody fool I was to place my trust in the Griffin. Maybe then Galleon wouldn't be dying alone. Listen, he hasn't got much time. I'll lead the way. The wilds between here and the Reach aren't too dangerous, but as you can see, I'm unarmed, so I'll not be any good to you in a fight.
Nor will I fear. We will have to rely solely on you for protection.
Hey, I've no doubt you can keep us safe. You're the bleeding warrior of light, after all. Let us be off. Strong as ever, eh? Stronger even than you were that day, I reckon. They say that when the Griffin's men realized you were coming to stop them, they grew panicked and unsure. How could they take up arms against a woman hailed as the hero of Eorzea? A hero who had personally intervened in their lives for the better? Some stood their ground and died then and there for it, I imagine, while others looked the other way and tried to find some more Imperials to kill. I pray I wasn't foolish enough to try and fight you. I owed you better.
Hudart? Hudart? Speak to me.
I'm fine. Just got dizzy all of a sudden. We have to hurry, do you hear me? We have to make it to the Reach. I made a promise, to Galleon. I will not fail you, brother.
It cannot be the distance. We haven't traveled far enough yet.
A man's memories cannot outlive him. I told you, he hasn't got much time. And neither do I. I'll hold on as long as I can, but, in the end, it's not up to me. So close.
Hudart. You must go on. You must make Galleon whole. Remember, Hudart.
Don't you think I know that? He saved my life. And we all went and died for naught. For naught. All we ever wanted was to go home. Oh come ye wayward brothers, bereft of hearth and home, beneath yon burning star there lies a haven for the bold. Raise up your hands and voices, ! Let fill your hearts with pride, ! Above the churning waters we stand strong and unified, ! We can still go home. Even now, after everything we have done, we can still go home.
He fell and would not rise. He began to shake and he was so close. He could have made it, he should have made it. How cruel the gods to tempt us with this promise of redemption. We did not fail. They failed us. I. Forgive me. My failure is my own. I had my chance, and I squandered it. Reclaim that which was yours.
As the ether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper.
It is not finished. Not yet. You will come and pray with me.
A storm of blood approaches fast, hell's open, heavens weep. For no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach.
What good are prayers to the dead? They have not ears to listen, nor eyes to see or hearts to console. Not remains of them save fleeting recollections soon lost to time into the abyss. We are left only with pain. A lingering sadness for names and faces consigned to oblivion. How are we to withstand this relentless onslaught which threatens to consume us? Is there no truth but this, that all men must die? Is this our world to suffer, or to shape? But it need not be ours, do you see? We cannot save everyone, can we? Sometimes, it is all we can do to save ourselves. Does any of it matter? What, if aught, have we wrought by our own hands? One last time. I gave you my word, and I mean to keep it. But know this. Every intervention is come at cost. A sacrifice. When I have finished, naught will remain of me. But, it does not have to be. For all our faults, for all our failures, we have made a difference. All the lives we have shattered, we can make them come together again. Time and death, our true enemies, need hold no power over us. I can make a place for you in my world. You need only ask. We should go back to Ishgard. You must miss Sid and Riel.
Onion. I pray your trip to Gear Aubignac was productive. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I am glad you reclaimed more of your ether. I but wish the circumstances hadn't been so depressing. For Mist's sake. We shall have to see how he is feeling when he returns. Oh no, as far as I am aware, he has yet to return to Ishgard. He certainly isn't here, as you can see. Oh, goddamn. Don't tell me he decided to run away. And just when I was beginning to trust the little bastard. No, I could still be wrong. He's earned a little trust. A few days worth, no more. Goddamn it, Mist. We're going to have to track him down and make him return the remainder of the ether he stole from you, aren't we? He said that when this was finished, naught would remain of him. Bloody vague and ominous, to say the least. We'll just have to press him for answers when we find him. You last saw him at Ralgra's Reach in Gear Aubignac, yes. We'll start there?
I'm going too, and I won't take no for an answer.
Sid's gotten better, but he's a long way from fully recovered.
Besides, you'll need someone else to help you do the talking.
Sid's no good at it.
Looking for a young boy with long blue hair, you say? Reckon I would remember someone like that if they were to come this way. And I don't. Spoke with the fella before me during the changing of the guard, as we do, and he made no mention of anyone matching the description either. What's that? You're looking for that boy too, are you? I was watching some birds late the other night when I hear someone skulking about behind me. Forgive me, I hear him saying, before he runs off and disappears into the dark. Then I realize it's quiet, too quiet. Sleeping birds make noise, and mine ain't. 'Cause they're dead. Every last one of them. No wounds or any other obvious marks, but there they lay, like the life was sucked right out of them. I don't know how or why he did it, but there's no denying that he did. I demand recompense. If you find him, you bring him to me.
Ah, yes, I remember the long-haired boy. Very curious, with many questions about the nature of ether. He conversed with one of the Adder conjurers for a time. I know not what they discussed, but from his expression I gathered it was important.
Our inspector returns. Tell us, have you learned aught of Mist's whereabouts? Seen conversing with a conjurer and possibly killing chocobos. Not sure what to make of that. Though we can be sure he stayed here for a time. But perhaps no longer. We learned but moments ago from Gillo here that a boy matching Mist's description was seen leaving the Reach. He is for the peaks. And so are we. No visible injuries, no bleeding. Aye, it is as Riel says, these beasts died for no discernible reason. Just like the chocobos that man in the Reach claims Mist somehow killed. But it doesn't add up. Other than his singular magic, Mist was utterly helpless. Unless, was he always capable of this? But we know the answer already. He stole your ether when we first met.
Even if he could do it, even if he did do it, why?
We'll ask him when we find him. And this time, you'll let me do the talking. Search the east. Riel and I will head south. We'll meet in between if we find naught, and if we do, Either you will come to our aid, or we to yours. As you survey your surroundings, you observe naught out of the ordinary, but on the edge of hearing, you hear a whisper to the southwest. Seven hells, I hate being right. On your guard. Mist has shown his true colors. The ether or whatever else he took from those beasts has given him tremendous strength. Contrary to his earlier warnings, conjuring another simulacrum wasn't the end of him. And of all the wonderful people he had to pluck from our memories, he chose Astrid Ucorlignon. He knows why we're here, and this is his answer. He summoned the monster that haunts Riel in her dreams and sends her screaming from her bed.
Forgive me, Sid, but you gave me no choice. Shall I ask you the same? Who holds the reins? Though it matters not. We are complicit, you and I. Can you even remember why you came here? Can you even remember how many you killed? How many lives shattered, how many stories ended? Upon the surface of the crystal are carved the sins of Dark Knight's past, and yours are beyond counting. Beyond fathoming. Without end. Justice is an excuse. Nobility is a lie. Murder is murder. And though we are most definitely not without fault, it is this cruel, indifferent world which has made murderers of us all. But we need suffer no longer. I sought to make these broken souls whole, one by one, when in truth the solution was much more simple. A world beyond pain and suffering and anguish and despair. A world beyond death. A world in which we never need bid farewell to our dearest friends.
And how many beasts will you need to kill to make this world of yours? How much ether will you consume to see it through? Bloody self-righteous sophistry from a mewling whelp. So your brilliant plan is to fill the world with simulacra of the dead, is it? And somehow that's supposed to make everyone happy. Well, you're right about one thing, I'll grant you that. This world is brutal, uncaring, without logic or justice. No justice but that which we make for ourselves. And I'll be damned if I give it up so you can force your illusions upon us to assuage your guilt.
Did you not find comfort in your reunion with your master? Even though you knew it was a lie, did it not help you to unburden your soul? To find a measure of peace in this madness? I am not your enemy. Not then or now. I will not fight you. All I ask is that you leave me to do my duty. It's never too late to turn back. You are still a good person. You can still be a good person. So this is your answer. Maybe you cannot accept what needs to be done. But I can. Goodbye.
Ours is the greatest lie of all. We have to end it.
So many broken by this world, and then by you. So many. Woe betide the man who stands opposed to the weapon of light, for death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Woe betide the man who stands with the weapon of light, for death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Like sands through the hourglass, everything we fight so desperately to protect slips through our fingers, and what remains, is us, only us in the memory of our sin. To walk this path is to suffer. To sacrifice.
Serve. Save. Slave? Slay? I've sins aplenty, aye, but regrets. not so much. And if she wouldn't listen to me, the embodiment of good sense and pragmatism, then what hope could you possibly have? A house divided cannot stand, you know. This childish rebellion ends now. What in the seven hells is this?
A compromise, I suppose? Our dear friend here refused to let me take the reins, but I wasn't about to stand idly by while that imbecile tries to do whatever it was he was trying to do. No hard feelings about Whitebrim, eh? Promise not to stab you in the back. It'll be just like old times.
A dark knight needs a sword. Take mine.
No. No. This is wrong. This is all wrong. I offer you peace. Restitution. A chance to make amends. Do not think you are above it. Do not think that a reckoning will be postponed indefinitely.
When it comes, I shall welcome it with open arms. But today will not be the day, and you will not be the judge.
We deal with the dross, then the boy. A simple plan.
Look on the faces of your victims. They are legion. Again and again and again you kill. Do you feel nothing?
You know my heart. It bleeds like any other. These scars and sins are ours to bear, not to deny. But you, boy, I deny. Yours is the coward's way.
On a throne of bone she waits.
Dug deep for those magnificent bastards, didn't you? But lest you forget, we bested them before.
Why won't they answer?
He's grown too weak to summon more shade.
The chorus falls silent, and the abyss.
Finish it, Onion. You so leader. Reclaim the last of your ether. Make us whole.
A reckoning will not be.
Forgive me. I ask, I beg, I pray, but it never comes. Again they go to join the multitude in the black oblivion of the abyss.
Such is our lot. Such is the fate of all who are born, to suffer and to die. Do not seek forgiveness, for it will not ease the burden. It weighs as it should.
But what of the lost? Do they not deserve to live again?
They do. In our hearts and our souls and our memories. No one likes having to say goodbye. But it's a part of life. That's what makes the time we share together so precious. You can't obsess over the mistakes of the past, or you'll lose sight of the future. Of the people still with us who need us more than ever.
The greatest strength is born of the flame in the abyss.
Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you.
Thank you. That is all I ever wanted. So, this is it. One last parting. One final farewell, after a fashion. In your darkest hour, in the blackest night, think of me, and I will be with you. Always. For where else could I go? Who else could I love but you?
You'll forgive us for returning to Ishgard ahead of you, I hope. I needed some time to think on everything that happened in Gear Obenir. I won't pretend to know everything you've been through in your life. A man can never truly understand what's in another's heart, and probably not their own, for that matter. I'm pretty much rambling at this point, but I suppose what I'm trying to say is that I'm grateful for everything you've done for me and Riel. I like you. I respect you. And I'll always be here for you, if you need me. We're fellow walkers of the path, after all. And friends, I'd like to think.
I've been wondering.
Mist appeared at the same time the soul crystal cracked, yes.
But which happened first?
And why then and there?
Damned if I know. Does anyone truly understand how soul crystals work? What matters is that the crystal and onion have been made whole. That said, a heart bleeds, a man weeps, a soul burns. Thence comes the darkness, to consume. And few hearts have bled as much as hers.
Speaking of bleeding, I think your wounds have reopened.
If you would sit, it would be much easier for me to tend to them.
You should get some rest too, Onion.
Not all wounds are so obvious.
Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, praise Harlone. She's right, though. No need to overdo it by running off to the next battle just yet. If you must put one foot in front of the other, though, why don't you go back to where this whole damn mess began? Maybe you'll have an epiphany. Oh, what troubles you, Mistress Fallplay?
But of course. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. At times like these, one should be warming themselves by the fire. Not a day goes by without your name being spoken, you know. The soldiers and merchants often bring us news of your latest exploits. That said, to hear it from the hero herself would be much preferable, but there would be no expectation were you to call on us. The pleasure of your company alone would be more than enough. Rare though I expect it will be in the days to come. But your destiny was never to remain here, was it? Though a part of me wishes that you would. Forgive me. I find myself growing more and more sentimental in my old age, and in working on my memoirs, I have had to reflect on the darker chapters of my life. Herchefant lived his to the fullest, and if his story is preserved for generations to come, then I should be glad of it. You will always have a place here, Onion. For you are family. Now, though, do not let me keep you from your labors. The world waits for none, not even you.
This concludes the Dark Knight quests for Final Fantasy XIV, Stormblood. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. Final Fantasy XIV, Shadowbringers must be registered to your service account. You must have completed the main scenario quest Shadowbringers. You must have completed the role quest to have loved and lost. Once you have done so, the next Dark Knight quest will be available from Sijidu.
Alright, thanks for joining me for this playthrough, 60 to 70 Dark Knight. I have most all the other jobs unlocked, 1 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70. And we're going through the main story quest doing the same thing, adding audio to all text. Please check out some of my other videos, and if you want to see something specific, whether it's quest or unlocking content, please leave a comment and I will make a video for you. Alright, thanks for your time. Bye.